What is going on, guys? Welcome back to CEOCAST. I'm your host, Raheem. Now, today we are back with part 2 of Baited Pilot because a lot of you liked part 1. So let me just introduce you straight to man like Ali. What's happening, bro?
Yes, guys. How's it going, man? It's good to be back, bro. But this time it's a little bit weird because we're doing this podcast over Zoom.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, man. Well, actually, no, blur that out. Sorry.
No, it's gone. Let me just say one thing. So basically, if you haven't realized already, there's a little bit of delay in the Zoom calls. So there's a slight gap between what each other's saying.
Okay.
So, yeah. But no. Sorry, bro. Yeah, so go on. What are you saying? What you been up to, man? What's quarantine been like for you?
Bro, you know what? Yeah. To be honest, I work from home. Like I've been working from home for the longest time, right? So you can kind of say I've been in self-isolation for the longest time anyways, right? I've been in quarantine for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was still able to go out, when I wanted to, right? But majority of the time I was home. But now that I'm sort of been forced to stay home, it's just like, wow, it's a bit,
It's a bit mad.
it's weird. And I mean, it's okay, bro, but I just want to go out, if I'm being honest. I want to go out. I want to go flying. I want to go to events. I want to meet people. Like, I just, it feels weird, man. I can't see myself living like this for the next 6 months, as the government's saying. So it's weird.
So with someone like you who does that stuff on a daily basis, like going flying, meeting people, whatever it is, how do you cope with staying at home? Like, what do you do? Because obviously it's in your nature to do them things, like go out and just be out there. So how are you dealing with that?
I'm not gonna lie, I had to adapt, really and truly. And you got to adapt to any situation in life, that life throws at you, right? So
Yeah.
for me, I can still work from home, which is a good thing. I have all my, my business, everything from home that I can use in terms of, I can just literally log onto my computer and do my work from home. So that's obviously good. That's obviously not much different to what I used to do before this coronavirus, right? The only difference is that any of the meetings that I had in person, for example, or any of the events that we had, they all got cancelled and they've all been shifted to Zoom as we're on now, right?
Yeah.
So everything that was supposed to be in person is now online. So that's the only true difference. Now, obviously, I'm working from home, which is fine, and that also allows me to sort of, it allows me to be comfortable in a way, like I don't have to have that stress of, I don't know, like driving in the morning, fighting rush hour traffic to get to my 9 to 5. And literally my what's the word? My morning commute to work is literally like my bed's like here. I just wake up and I just come to my chair, like that's it, So this is nice. Yeah, man, you just have to adapt really and truly. And I think, to be honest, it is the future of working anyways, because a lot of people are sort of looking to start off home online businesses anyways. And in situations like this, this is the best opportunity right now to learn how to do that and just, get straight involved in it, man. So which is one of them ones there. And actually, business to me has been actually, on the contrary, it's actually been going very well.
Yeah, a lot of people have been starting their businesses from home, which is sick, man, because you see a lot of people making use of this quarantine. They ain't just being lazy or anything because you can't go outside. But
exactly.
They're just doing the thing. It's sick.
Exactly.
Sipping on
No,
the
exactly,
juice.
for sure. And the thing is, there's some people out there who, some people out there are still wasting their time. Some people are just playing PlayStation. They're on Netflix and they're just doing nothing. They're literally doing nothing. And I just think, like, people, those are the types of people who used to complain about, I don't have time to start up a business. I'm busy doing work and this and that. Now they have the most time in the world. And what are they doing now? They're not, taking this opportunity. So it's just, some people are taking advantage of it. Some people aren't. If I were you, I'd just take advantage of it, because right now, I'm telling you, there's a lot of money to be made.
How so? Where can you make money right now from home?
Hit me up, man. I got the opportunities there. Like, I don't even want to say it on the podcast. I don't want to talk business on the podcast right now. So, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're tuning in and listening and you want an opportunity to make money, just hit me up, man.
If you haven't seen part 1, check that out. We'll explain more further what we're talking about right now with, business and what Ali does.
You'll probably get a gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got some exciting things. One thing I'm going to drop here is that we have the world's first global e-bank coming out. We actually got FCA approved, which is very exciting. And
I think on the last podcast you were waiting for the FCA approval.
Yeah. So we got the license right now, and the first 100 people who actually sign up to our bank, they actually get a limited edition gold card. So there's an incentive there as well. So yeah, listen, if you want to make money, just hit me up. I got big opportunities for you guys.
At bearded.pilot. I'm gonna put that here right now. Make sure you hit him up.
Appreciate that, man. No, but listen, I need to like, well, not I need to. This coronavirus needs to go so we can go flying and do our podcast, man. Because, bro, I swear, like, this podcast was supposed to be us flying, and I was supposed to go flying today as well. And I mean, because the airfield, they closed for the last 2 weeks, and they said they were going to open this today, right? And I called them today, and they said, you know, they're still closed. So yeah, man, I'm just literally waiting on that. That's the only thing I really miss, really and truly, about
what, flying.
Yeah, like freedom, man. Before coronavirus came, flying. Like, that's the only thing, because at the end of the day, even if coronavirus wasn't here, really and truly, I still could work from home. Like, I didn't need to go out. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Obviously, going out is obviously more refreshing. You know, you're not sort of just boxed in your room all the time, or you're just boxed in your house. You know,
change the scenery, isn't it?
Say again.
It's the change of scenery.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, when you're boxed in the same house all the time, it's not good for your mental health, because I don't know, you just feel like imprisoned in a way, you know. It's not healthy for your mind. So, I mean, even my parents and my siblings, you know, my parents and my family, for the first couple of weeks, they were a little bit stressed out and they had anxiety and stuff, you know. For me personally, I was okay because I'm used to this. I stay home most of the times anyways. I work from home, so right? But for me, I was just still a little bit like, you know, like, I can't go out now to, you know, I can't go out to do simple things now, right? It kind of did take a toll on me as well. But I just thought, you know what? Let's just not be negative, right? And let's just think positive, and let's just make the most of what we have now. And being honest, yeah, I think this coronavirus has actually benefited us in a way, because I think families are coming together now. People are actually talking to their families more now. You know, people are socializing.
Some people just found out they got siblings, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And we so over the last couple of weeks, you know, I feel like me, my parents, my family, everyone in the family, essentially, you know, we've all been talking more to each other now. You know, my dad and mum, before, they always used to be at work. Now we're just here together as a family, so it's nice. And also, you know, we decided to just clean the entire garden. So everyone's just cleaning the garden together. We're all just busy, just cleaning the garden, talking, whatever. And we made like a little homemade gym in the garden. So
yeah, I was on the phone to you yesterday, and you were telling me that, innit?
Right? Yeah, literally, just you know, just make the most of what we got. So we got a little home gym right now. I'll take a snap. I'll take a video of it and I'll send it to you later, so you can just put it in this podcast, right? It's a little makeshift gym, innit? It's I'd call it a ghetto gym. The membership's $2.99.
Bro, if it does the job, it does the job.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, so you post it in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
What time it is? $2.99 membership. So when coronavirus finishes, come to my gym, innit?
All right, so there's one thing I want to talk about with you, yeah, because I feel like me and you've established quite a good relationship, a good friendship, yeah, over since we first DM'd each other, since we first done the podcast. Now, that comes down to networking, yeah. So I wanna get this out for the audience, yeah. So the people who don't know exactly how to network, they know. So how do you network with people? How do you build those relationships? How do you build a friendship that me and you got, or me and Trista got, or me and Hamza? How do you build those things and keep it maintained? Because it's one thing DMing someone and then having them on a podcast, and that's it. You don't talk for not just a podcast, but anything. But you just don't talk after that. And there's one thing, just keeping in contact, you know, staying friends, building upon that relationship, and just making it sick. So how do you go about doing that?
I would just say, if I'm being honest here, I would say, obviously there's got to be a bit of effort. Obviously, you know, like, just sort of reach out to the person, you know, to be like, hey, how are you, whatever, and just sort of let the convo flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, just let it flow and just see where it goes. Talk about something that you would talk to your, I don't know, you know, let's just say you have a best friend, right? And you guys just sort of, you know, talk casually on a regular, right? You know, sort of just sort of talk about, like, I don't know, like cars, or
just find some mutual ground, find something in common.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Just find, you know, mutual grounds or something in common that you guys have, and just sort of build upon that, really and truly. And you know, like, for example, if you have a best friend, right? You know, the way you would talk to them, sort of try and talk to, you know, someone else that you're trying to network with, like that as well. You know, just try to be natural. Don't force it too much. Don't try and be too professional. Don't try too hard. Like just be you. You know what I mean? Just be you. Be calm. Just talk. Have a bit of a laugh.
I think the best way I can say is that if you're trying to, let's just say if you're trying to reach out to someone who's online, you don't even know them, but they've got something that you want to, whether you want to do a podcast with them or you want to film for them, do whatever. I wouldn't just drop to them in the DM and say, hey, yeah, I want to do a podcast with you. Don't do that. Just see what they're into first, just pop up to them, see how things are flowing, build a little bit of a relationship, and then ask him. And then I think that way it goes a long way because you're genuinely interested in what the person actually does.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you approach people from that way, yeah, I think it's a lot better because when you just sort of have like a natural flow to the convo and you're not, because here's the thing, when like for example I get like when people DM me, right, and they want to network with me, the people that stick out to me the most is just the people who talk to me casually, like the people who just try too hard and try to act too professional, like, hey bro, I got opportunity for you, would you like to, bro, relax, like,
Yeah.
just talk to me casually, bro, like it's not that deep, do you know what I mean? And there's other people who they've come into my DMs and they've sort of just like, hey bro, how are you? Like, yeah, how are you, bro? Like, how can I help?
Those are generally the ones you reply to.
Yeah, like they'll be like, yeah, bro, like, oh, I love your stuff, it's sick, bro. I'm like, yeah, cool, like, bro, get the convo, like, do you know what I mean?
Let the convo develop, innit?
Say again, sorry?
Let the convo develop before you start pushing for stuff.
Yeah, exactly, man. Build a friendship, just don't force it. That's it, man. Just don't force it. Just be calm. You know what I mean? Just be natural. That's it.
Now, further developing that question, yeah, how do those relationships play out for you in the long run? Like, how could you see those friendships developing into like business or wherever you need someone?
The thing is, once you've developed a relationship with someone, right, like a friendship with someone, you might not necessarily need them, right, to help you right there and then, but in the future they might be handy because, yeah, exactly, for example, let's just say in the future, like a couple of years from now, they know something that you don't know, so they have a completely different field of expertise, right? And a couple of years from now you sort of happen to find yourself in that field and you sort of need a bit of help. You could ask them for advice, and because you've already established a relationship or a friendship with that person, they'll help you, Or for example, shout out to Veyron J if you're watching. So Veyron J, before I even flew him on the plane, right, yeah, I knew him for about a year prior to that, and just for me, I basically built up a relationship with him. I was speaking to him as a friend, hey bro, how you doing? You want to go flying? Whatever, like, do you know what I mean? Just casual stuff. Like got him to fly, and after we spoke business, right? And it made even if we don't do business, it doesn't matter. We're still friends at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. So I think that's the best way I could sort of answer that question.
Even in business, I'll give you another guy's a huge example. Let's just say I'm gonna use Trist as an example here. Yeah, he's obviously he owns Rap City. Now, if I wanted to open a rapping place one day in the future, I know that I can go to him and be like, yeah, can you give me a couple tips? Like, how do I set it up? How do I do this? How do I do that? Because if you don't know anyone in the field, you're going to have to learn all that stuff yourself. And it can take a long time. Whereas if you've got someone who's experienced in it and got a running business and everything like that, you know how to set off because they can give you the helping hand that you need.
For sure, exactly. And that's the main thing. As long as you maintain those relationships and friendships, you never know when that person may come in handy to you, and you can go to someone. Because here's the thing, when you network, when you have a big network of people and you maintain that, it ultimately helps you, because so many people, it can make certain tasks in your life easier because you can leverage off people and you can help, you can use their help. And if you have a good friendship, so it's exactly that, spot on. Like for example, with Trist again, or for example, like even let's just use you as an example, bro. Like I don't know, I want to go into some big podcast station. Like hopefully, just I'm saying, listen, CEOCAST is gonna blow. Remember, I said it here today, right?
Heard it here first.
But what just I'm saying, where the day you have 1 million followers, bro, and you have a big platform, I want to come on podcast again. I want to be like on a big podcast station. So it's like that, man. This is just like an example.
Even with you, for example, like you obviously know about your financial stuff, with the bank and trading in the past. So if someone wanted to get into that, they know exactly who to come to, what to do.
Yeah, exactly. You just the main thing is you just gotta surround yourself with people who are successful. It doesn't matter what field they're successful in, because at the end of the day, you can learn something from anyone. It doesn't matter who you become friends with, as long as they are successful and you can see they are successful in their field. Just become friends with them, because at the end of the day, they've probably done so much to get to that success, right? And that might not be the industry that you want to get into, but the principles and sort of things that you might learn from that person might also benefit you as well. And obviously, if you do want to go into that industry, then obviously you can learn further.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like, even first-hand experience, like me and you were on the phone yesterday and we were just talking about like how this stuff works if I want to get into it and things like that.
Exactly. But bro, the other day I was talking to you about my chair, bro, that I ordered off Amazon the other day. Do you know what I mean? We weren't talking business, but I was just talking about my chair.
Let me tell you, this guy was excited about a chair that he ordered on Amazon because you tell him how you were excited over a chair that you ordered.
Bro, let me look. Can you see this remote? Yeah. Massage features, bro. I don't know if you can see the chair because of the green screen, but look, this is like some massage feature. This is a proper
that green
chair.
screen was mad.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the best investment I've made so far. I'm gonna let me see if I can show you, yeah, the picture on the camera.
I'll put a picture of it here on the screen now.
Yeah. Put a picture of my old chair. Yeah, there we go. This is reloaded up right there.
You can't see it, bro. The green screen.
The virtual background. No, all right, cool. Post that up on there. Post up my old chair, and then obviously we'll post up a picture of the new chair. Bro, this new chair is the best investment ever. It's so comfortable, and I actually, because obviously, because it's coronavirus and the whole pandemic and stuff, right? I just thought if I'm going to be at home for a long time, I might as well just invest into a proper chair, because that other chair was not cutting it for me. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's either that or you're going to end up spending money on a bloody chiropractor.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, my back was just hurting every time I think longer than an hour, my back would start to hurt, and it was just so uncomfortable, and I would always just be slouched, whatever. Now I got back support and everything, and massage features. So, bro, it's nice, man.
I forgot let me show you the chair that I use for this podcast, because I still ain't got a proper chair. For the people watching this is the flipping chair that man is using. Like, them chairs that you use for outdoor
big shout out to you, though. I remember that, bro. I had a chair exactly like that back in the day, bro. One of those chairs, yeah. They're some serious chairs. Those are the real. They're the real deal, bro.
They're the real Asian chairs, basically.
Only the real people know about them chairs there. Only people who struggle know about them chairs.
But you know what? I want to talk about something that I think is really good that you're providing as well. You're providing service for people who haven't got a job right now in quarantine. So if you go on your Instagram, you've been following it, you'll see that Ali has put up like, learn how to trade, make some money at home in this time of quarantine. Now, what's your decision by doing that? Like, what made you want to do that? Because I know you stopped trading for a bit. I know obviously you want to help people develop themselves, develop their money, and hopefully continue after this quarantine stuff as well. So where did that all come about from?
Yeah, so when I spoke to you on the last podcast, I believe that was probably in January. I think it was in January, mid-January.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Can't even remember.
Right? But so I actually left the trading industry at the beginning of the year. So January 2020, I left the industry, right? And that was simply because I found a better opportunity for me and anyone who wants to work with me, right?
Yeah.
And simply because I was a little bit fed up of the trading industry. I'm not gonna lie. We discussed like scammers and fraudsters and my reputation and just things like that, right? So
which I'll touch on in a second anyway.
Say again, sorry?
I'll touch on that in a second anyway, but sorry, carry on.
No, that's cool. So yeah, literally, I decided to leave the industry, right? And I started to focus on this bank and fintech opportunity that I have right now. And obviously this coronavirus stuff came around. So I was trading personally myself, but I was like, listen, look, there's people out there who want to make, like, people have been laid off from their jobs, right?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, like people need to make money, right? So I just thought, let me
provide them with opportunity.
Yeah, like I'm gonna jump back into it, but I'm not gonna jump back into it like I was before. Like before, that was my full-time thing, right? I'm just literally just gonna do it on the side for now. Like the main thing is the fintech stuff, but I'll just sort of do the trading stuff on the side and just see how it goes again, right? Yeah. And I got an overwhelming response. I can't lie to you. My DMs flooded, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll take 10 people first, and I'll just trial them out. People made a lot of money. People made some phenomenal profits, and a lot of people were, I wouldn't say not begging. That's the wrong word. they were desperate essentially. You know, they're like, bro, please, you know, like help me out. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take another, I don't know, 30 to 40 people. So at the moment, I've got around 20 people so far, and yeah, they're doing good, man. So I'm thinking about potentially, you know, having that as a full-time service again. But the only thing is, it's going to be limited offer. So it's going to be for a very limited time. Once coronavirus like sort of finishes, right, I'm just gonna I'm either gonna end the service or ease myself out of it again.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. So, but yeah,
it's only a
it's just
temporary
simply because
thing.
I want people to make money. I want people to, you know, people are in need of money. So why not help them out? You know, and I'm not charging anything, free of
Yeah.
charge, by the way.
Yeah, sick. So if you want to make money while you're at home, hit up Ali once again. He's got you there, covered.
Say again, sorry.
I said if people want to hit you up, you got you covered straight away.
I got you covered, guys. Come on, man. I'm bearded pilot, man. I help everyone else. I help everyone out else. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. How's quarantine going, bro? How's quarantine going for you, bro? Tell me about a bit about yourself, man. How's quarantine life going for you? I feel like I'm CEOCAST now. I'm asking the question.
Legit. Nah, but you know what? Quarantine has been it's been good and bad. Obviously, it was mad because just before lockdown got announced, I was in Dubai. So the day I flew back from Dubai, I went to work for one day and then literally lockdown happened there and then. And then imagine for me, I had at least 7 podcasts lined up. So that was all ready to go. Just needed to go and see them, you know, just do the podcast. But now I can't even do that because,
Any names?
No, I'm not going to give any names. They're going to be surprises. So you got to stick around for that one.
Yeah.
But they're very, very like sick people that you'd want to know the story. It's one of them ones. Yeah.
All right.
But
cool.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I can't do any of that now because like quarantine's happening, should I say. And yeah, I can do it online, do it over Zoom right now and all that stuff. But the thing is, like I was saying in the last podcast with Imran, I prefer to have a face-to-face connection with someone when I first meet them. I can do this with someone like you because I've already met you. We talk over the phone, we text, you know, stuff like that. But for the people that want to meet firsthand, it's a bit, like I said, I'd rather have a face-to-face connection.
No, exactly. That's the main thing, because when you meet someone face to face, first, you know, you have your first impressions as well. I know, obviously, you know, you want to make sure you come across as you know, the best as you can.
Genuine, yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, but other than the podcast, it's been good because it's made me think. It's taken me away from my 9-to-5 job. Obviously, I'm still doing that at home, but it's taken me away from my home environment where I can think more and be more productive. So I've thought of different ways of strategies for content. Different ways I can do podcasts, different way I can incorporate like highlight videos. If you've seen that now, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, just different ways to work really. The ways I can develop CEOCAST. You know, I've got a website coming soon for it where you'll see all the stories. Get some branded promotions. You know, sponsors, all of that stuff. Shout out Grow Daily. Yeah, man, it's been productive. But like I said, at home it's getting a bit tiring, man, because it's the same scene every single day. Obviously, I'm going jogging or bike riding, whatever it is to stay fit outdoors. But still, like, how much can you do with that, man? Especially for God knows how long this thing's going to last for, but how much more can you do with it?
I know, 100%. That's true. I mean, at the end of the day, man, the way I see it is it's tough, right? But the way I think of it is like it's almost like a reset, you know? Like,
yeah. That's exactly what it is.
It's like an opportunity for you to have as much time available to you as you need to put your dreams in place. Because I was actually speaking to who is actually father. So he's actually dad.
Oh, you releasing that information now, yeah?
Say again, sorry?
Are you releasing that information now, yeah? You remember on the last podcast, you were like, you're not going to say any names.
Actually, cut that out. Cut it out. Actually, cool. You know, actually, no, let me not release names in it. All right, cool. Cut that out.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll just blank over the name, whatever you said.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So I've been speaking to someone, right, recently, and a very, very, very big individual. He's actually a father of an A-list celebrity. Put it that way instead.
You're baiting yourself out again.
Huh?
I said you're baiting yourself out again.
No, the father of an A-list celebrity. There's so many A-list celebrities out there. No one knows what I'm talking about.
True that. Go on.
So yeah. was speaking to him, and we had actually a very a long conversation on the phone, and he was sort of saying to me that it's almost like a reset, and the way you should think about it is that you have a lot of time now to put your dreams and goals in place. You have no excuse now. Now is the time to build the foundations, do everything you got to do now, and as soon as this lockdown comes off, you'll be flying, bro. Your business will be booming. Do you know what I mean? Everything that you need to do now, because there's so much time available to you. You'll never get this opportunity when when this passes, right? And hopefully it passes soon, but you need to make the most of the time you have now. So, we were sort of speaking about that as well. And, I mean, he's still grinding out there with a project that me and him are working on. So, yeah, we're excited, man. We're still, pushing, hard and
yeah, no, I've seen that first-hand experience. For example, let me just shout out RK Media, yeah. But basically, what I'm saying is, in this time, they were going to launch during this time, but obviously they've delayed it now, and I've seen the business plan improve so much. Obviously, I know who they are because they produce my podcast for me and all that stuff, yeah. And I've seen the business plans and the clients that they got lined up and everything like that, just from being in quarantine, that allowed them to do all these things, think outside the box, be more productive, and get their business plans in place so that when this is all over, they're going to kill the game. I just know it. They're going to kill the game.
Exactly.
If you need any media content, any promotions, anything like that, trust me, RK Media has got you. Their team there, mad.
Hey, listen, if you've got that much confidence, I can tell they're gonna kill it, bro.
I'm
the
telling
way you said
bro.
it with that confidence right now, bro, that just shows, bro, that they're on job in it. So
I'm telling you, they're gonna kill it.
Exactly. Look, my best advice to everyone out there who's watching this right now is make the most of the time you have now. That side hustle you wanted to start it right now. That business you wanted to start it right now. That new skill you wanted to learn, start it right now. Right now. And you know what? There's a saying. There's a quote I saw on Instagram. It said, I think it was something along the lines of, starting an online business or working from home is not a skill you should have. It's a must-have skill now. I think something along the lines of that, right? But it's true. Like, obviously, hopefully coronavirus passes, right? But who knows, in the future there might be another pandemic that might be worse than this. Obviously, God forbid. But this pandemic itself shows you that you need to have those skills now. So, I would just utilize this time and just start learning how to create a home-based online business, and just, you can make money from the comfort of your home. Even if this, when this coronavirus pandemic goes, you might not even need to go back to your job. You could be comfy sitting at home.
Yeah, let me just put it like this, for example, yeah. So let's just say 80% of people that you see online with luxury cars, watches, houses, whatever it is, and now compare that to the amount of people that got their own business. 9 times out of 10, the people you see with the cars and the watches and all that stuff, they've got their own businesses or several businesses or several incomes. Don't get me wrong, you still got your 9-to-5 investment bankers who are killing it as well and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you got more opportunity and more demand for your own business. You're in control of your own life.
Exactly.
And your own income, shall I say.
Exactly. I mean, there are some, obviously, jobs out there that just pay big just by default, right? Like, for example,
doctors, stuff
right?
like that.
For example, some people, I've heard of, some people doing these big jobs and getting big money, right? But they don't enjoy their job. They're just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
Right. So, there's people out there as well. And I would just say, if that's you, leave the job and just do what you actually want to do and just be the best at it. And then you could probably make, if not the same amount or double the amount or triple the amount that, you're doing with your business, so that you were doing at your work with your business instead. And you're actually enjoying your life because it's something you want to do rather than just being stuck down at the job and just doing it because of the money. So
here's something I want to address here.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, what type of person are you? Are you the type of person that saves money for a rainy day, or are you type of person that just invests? Because I know people personally, like first-hand experience, that save to invest. No, sorry. They save for a rainy day, so they're just saving up. And then I know people like my dad, for example, who's just investing. Like, what type of person are you? And what would you say to the other type of person?
Hmm. I, I would say I'm kind of a bit of both, but I'm more of a person that would rather invest. I'm more on the investment side of skill. So like I do save up for a rainy day, right? And I mean, to be honest, like I'm 22, right? I'm still a bit young and I'm still growing myself and personally developing myself, right? And obviously when I was a young guy, when I had a young guy mentality and as I was growing up, I just wanted to look nice. I wanted to buy nice cars and splash out and on holidays and whatever, right? I mean,
Trust me,
I
same.
took a jet all the way to Miami and whatever, like whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I was living life and I didn't realize how much money I was spending, right? So it's only around last year it really hit me that I was spending a lot of money. So I just sort of decided to calm down and actually start saving, right? But one thing about saving money is you could save it, right? But that money is going to be useless in the bank, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
You could put it into an investment and grow that money huge. Like, so for example, let's just say you have £10,000 saved up in your savings account. You're probably earning 0.001% interest every year.
Yeah.
And I found a statistic that says so to double the money you have in your bank account, I think it will take 830 years, bro. No one's living that long on this planet. Do you know what I mean?
Not even close.
Yeah, like, bro, do you know what I mean? So now you could either keep your savings in your bank account,
Yeah.
or you could take it and put it into an investment, right? Which acts as a savings account in a way, but over the year,
It
it will
builds up a
grow.
lot more.
It will grow, exactly. And, a year later, you could come back with 10 times the amount that you had.
Mm.
And that's the way I see it.
One of the main ways that people could do, and I'm gonna do an episode on this 100%. Yeah, so one of the main ways that people that you can invest that is through property. Now I'm gonna do a whole episode on that with someone who's in the property game. So if you're in the property game, make sure you get at me because I want you on the podcast. But essentially, let's just say you got 20 grand saving. What's that? I can't even hear you.
Ask me, bro. I'm in the property game as well.
You're in
Come on, bro.
You didn't even tell me that.
Yeah, I got a property in America, bro.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that one. All right, but let's chat about this in a second.
No, I'm not gonna lie though, yeah, bro. I'm not the best person to ask in it. I would say I'm a little fish in the property game. I just started, so I'll put my hands up in it. Don't even bother.
All right.
Do the next podcast with whoever you're gonna do it.
All right, so yeah, if you're in a property game, jump on the episode. Let's chat about this. Let's let people know about what the opportunities are off there. But from what I know, from
it's big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like let's just say you put 20 grand deposit down as a mortgage. And then obviously over the years, your property value is going to increase depending on where you buy and all that stuff. But generally, it will increase. It's going to be a lot more returns than your money sitting in the bank.
Bro, right now in America, I like America a little bit more because it's a little bit cheaper out there. The pound to conversion, the dollar to pound conversion as well. And I think real estate and property in America, there's a big opportunity. In London, for example, or even in the UK, it's too expensive, man. There still are decent areas like up north in Birmingham, all those areas up north. But America, bro, you can flip properties out there on a different scale, bro. Like, and it's big. So
even saying that, like, bro, I would love to move to America. Have you seen the houses they got there for, like, let's just say all apartments for 500 bags compared to what London offers you?
Bro, for 500k, you can get like a 6-7 bedroom mansion, bro.
That's what not like, bro. It's mad. In Canada as well, like, and in the UK, what are you getting? You're not even getting a 1-bedroom flat for 500k.
Bro, you're getting half a bedroom and a quarter of a kitchen and I don't know 2/4 of a bathroom.
Literally like that. It's probably even one of the ones where you got to share your yard with someone else. You know them ones. That's why I'd love to move to America. The value for money, wow.
Bro, America and properties out there and the value, everything in terms of there is different. Canada is a little bit expensive, bro. I can't lie. Canada, especially Toronto, is a little bit expensive. I can't lie.
But still, compared to London,
nah. It's very similar to London. Actually, if I'm being honest, I had a look myself. They're actually very similar to London, especially nowadays. I don't know why. It's odd. It's really weird, but because it's weird because the thing is, petrol and oil and diesel, for example, in Canada is mad cheap, but the properties out there, they're actually a bit expensive, bro. Like, for a decent house, so let's just say, for example, So how much would you say like a decent 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom house would be in the UK?
Depends on the area, but let's just say London. Let's just say about 700 grand.
700k, yeah. So around 700k, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the exact same price you're looking at for a decent sized house in Canada, in Toronto, and obviously it converts to around 1 point something million over there. So
Yeah,
talking million, bro. Yeah.
I'll still move
And
there. Think about
say
this:
again?
you got the weather, like, which, don't get me wrong, it's similar, probably similar to the UK, but your hot's gonna be
Yeah,
nice and
kind
hot there.
similar. In the winter, it actually snows there. That's one thing. I don't mind snow, right? I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't mind if it happens, right? But I haven't seen snow in the longest, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
And winter doesn't really feel like winter. It's just really cold. That's it, you know.
very
Like,
cold.
but when there's snow and there's those vibes, you actually feel like you're in winter. But I haven't seen snow in the UK for the longest. So that's one thing in Canada. Yeah, it does snow out there, so you can actually you know,
Enjoy yourself, build your bloody snowman.
yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it actually feels like, you know, you're in winter rather than just being cold, you know. And
Freezing.
then summer is beautiful out there as well. So you actually get all 4 seasons like as they're supposed to be, you know, like snow.
That's
and
exactly what
sun
I'm
and
saying. And then if you got the advantages of, like you're saying, cheap petrol and all that stuff, bro,
yeah.
I would happily buy my Lamborghini out there and live there.
Bro, listen, yeah. When I went out there in May 2019, I pulled up in a V6 Dodge Charger, yeah, 3.6 liter. I was trying to get a V8, but age restrictions, because you have to be over 25 over there to rent out a V8,
Yeah,
right? But even for 22 and getting a 3.6 liter V6, that was decent. So I tell you though, that car drinks, right? And I was at the petrol station pretty much every day. I was there for around 2 weeks. I had the car for about 2 weeks, and I was there probably 11 days out of the 14 days at the petrol station, right, just filling up. And for a full tank, like literally, I would go out in the morning, full tank, and
yeah.
I would come back home with an empty tank, go to the petrol station, fill it up, and a full tank of petrol, bro, out there was like $80, right?
That's not
And
bad.
if you convert that into pounds, it's like 35-40 pounds for a full tank.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Bro, when I went to Dubai, I just came back from Dubai, yeah? So I drove a Hurricane back from Abu Dhabi all the way back to Dubai. Now, if you've been to Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you know how long that is, yeah?
Yeah, it's about an hour.
Yeah, bro, when I tell you something, yeah, I was so surprised. That Hurricane was so much more efficient than my old C63. And for the car guys out there, I'm talking about the 4 litre bi-turbo one, yeah? That car, like, drunk so much. And the Hurricane, I was so surprised. And bro,
Yeah.
get this, full tank out there. I topped it up by accident. It wasn't even meant to be a full tank. I don't do full tanks like that, yeah? I said to them, yeah, 150 dirhams. Worked out to be a full tank. If you convert that, that's 30 quid. 30 quid for a full tank in a Hurricane.
Laughing. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why I want to live in them places.
Bro, that is one reason exactly why I would want to sort of, you know, expand my business out there and sort of go out, explore those places. Because here's the thing. Like, if you were, like, let's just say, for example, let's just take an M4 for example, right? An M4, like nowadays, I think they're like V6 straight 6 engines, right?
Yeah.
Obviously twin turbo, I believe. I think that's I think the newest M4 there is this. I think it's a V6 twin turbo, right? And obviously that's a 3 liter. Now that would probably take for a full tank at least £100 minimum here, right?
Yeah.
But if you take £100 over there and convert that, you could probably fill up your M4 at least 5-6 times with that £100. Whereas here you're doing it once. Do you know what I mean? So it's
a lot more enjoyment out there, and a lot cheaper in terms of running your car. But anyway, we have gone off the topic of CEOCAST. But you know what?
Bro.
That's our conversations for you, so mine not. That's calm.
Bro, trust me. But back to the networking stuff. This is how it goes, man. This is how you got to network with people. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
the title of this video: full on networking.
Yeah, we should just title it "How to Network CEOCAST Edition" with Baden Pilot.
Legit. But all right, let's move forward into the last topic. Yeah. How do you prepare yourself to come out of lockdown? What's your plans? What's your plans moving forward for your future?
Bro, I'm gonna kill the game, bro. That's it.
What are you gonna do?
That's all I know. I can't lie, because here's the thing, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Before lockdown, I was grinding. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I was as motivated and as pumped as I am now. Now that I have now, the way I see it, now everyone is on a level playing ground, right? Like nobody is doing better than nobody. We're all in the same situation now. Now I really want to see who's working. I'm gonna kill the game, bro. Literally, I'm. That's just the best way to put it. I'm gonna kill the game, and I'm not being egotistical, or I'm not trying to be arrogant, or do you know what I mean? But bro, like I'm so pumped and motivated and ready to go out and just, you know, shut stuff down. Like, bro, I don't think you understand like that urge, like, because we're all in home, we're all stuck, and I just have so much energy to release because I've been doing so much here, preparing, building up the foundation. I'm just ready to go out there and just
kill it.
Get me, like, bro. I don't know if you can feel the energy through the oh, I'm ready, like, bro.
It's coming through. Trust me. So what's your main goal, and what's the target for it?
I can't, you know, I want to keep the main goal quiet for now, innit?
All right, what's the next goal then?
I would say the immediate goal after quarantine and everything sort of chills out a bit. I want to kill the events that we have in London every week or every Sunday or every following Sunday, you know, that we do. Yeah, I just want to kill events and just grow our business. And by the end of the year, I want to be at a very high rank in the business, because there's ranks in our business, right? There's 11 ranks in total. I want to be at least in the top 5 ranks, at least. And to do that, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta make a lot of money to get there. Like I gotta do a lot of things, but I'll get there. And that's the main thing. And like, trust me, when I hit those ranks, people will know, because like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to give it all away. Do you know what I mean? But people will know. Like when they see Bearded Pilot and they see me and they see what car I'm driving in and they see the growth and they see like the levels and they just see, they'll know what time it is. So that's it, man. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, man. You know, I got some big things in the works, bro, for real. And I'm gonna network with bro, inshallah, with some very, very big people, bro. So
put them on the podcast, bro. Hook me up.
I'll 100%, 110%. You already know one person that I'm gonna put on the podcast for you, bro.
Yes.
I sort of mentioned him earlier on in the video, but obviously you're gonna cut him out. And so
that one, yeah. Come on, bro. That's got to be done.
That person for sure, 100%. I will try my best to get them on. And if not, even their father, I'll get them on 100%.
Yeah,
big shout out to you. You know who you are. I'm not going to say names for now. I want to keep it quiet. I'm going to release everything. The reason I'm keeping a few things quiet is because I want to release everything at the right time. Because, for example, I could just say all these things now and people be like, oh, okay, whatever. But when I release it at the right time, when it's right, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then impact is going to be so big. Like, people are going to be like, bro, is that him?
Yeah, mad.
Because right now, if I do it, people will be like, oh, whatever. Like, but I'm just waiting for that perfect moment. So, yeah, for sure, definitely that person. But also, I've actually got a few people. They're very, very big people. I can't lie to you, bro. I haven't told you at the moment, but they're actually very, very big individuals. One of the guys actually owns his own private jet. Like, he's that up.
Like that, yeah.
So, yeah, he owns his own private jet. So, I'll get him on it. Don't worry, bro.
Sick. You heard that here first. So make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe to CEOCAST. You don't want to miss these ones coming up. Trust me.
Bro, we could even. Listen. No word of a lie. We could even do a podcast on his jet.
I ain't got to say yes or no. You already know what my answer is.
Bro, listen. Let's do it, man. Literally, as soon as this quarantine stuff is over, like I said, bro, I'm beast mode.
Last question I want to ask you. I'm going to start ending these podcasts on this question with everyone I talk to, yeah? Right, I don't think I asked you this on the last one either. What does success mean to you? Define success to you.
I would say success to me is as long as my parents and my family is proud, as long as I feel accomplished and happy, and that doesn't have to be with money and material things, right?
Mm.
As long as I feel like I've helped someone,
Yeah.
as long as I feel like I've changed one person's life and I've helped someone grow and become better, and you know, I've set goals and I've achieved them. It doesn't have to be all about money, right? But as long as I've done that, then that to me is success. If I can make an impact in the world and change the world and make the world a better place, even just by one person, I'm happy, bro. Because at the end of the day, you know, everyone you can make X amount of money. Doesn't matter how much money you make, but at the end of the day, money doesn't, you know, it doesn't.
It's just a number.
Say again.
It's just a number.
Yeah, it's just a number. It doesn't make you happy. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm good. Like I make a lot of money for my age. I'm happy, right? I'm not complaining, but I don't want to be the richest man on the earth. I just want to know that I've helped people. And, you know, for example, like, obviously everything's not about money, but I want to take care of my family. I want to, you know, I want to buy experiences. I want to take them traveling. I want to, you know, things like that. So, you know, as long as I feel like I've fulfilled my life to its fullest and you know, experienced the world and gone traveling and, you know, doing all these things, I think that's it, man. I don't have no desire to be the richest man on the earth. I mean, if I do become one, I'll buy a couple of jets. That's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just want to help people. That's it. That's literally it, man. So I think, yeah, success for me is just, just making the world a better place and helping people, man. That's it.
If you guys like that, that's been part 2 of Bearded Pilot, yeah? If you haven't seen the first one, like I said, make sure you go watch that. And then, yeah, this will make a lot more sense to you. But as you can see, me and Ali, we could talk about one thing and head off a complete different direction. But that goes with the point of networking. You should be able to switch conversations just like that with people that you're networking with. You know, have genuine conversations. So that's just a huge example of it. Even the part where we talk about Lamborghinis and petrol and all that stuff, like, that's what you got to do. You got to be able to switch your conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Because actually, one thing I was thinking about that as well, because, like, for example, let's just say, like, I moved to America, right? And you want to move there too, or you want to change your life and you want some information out there. Who are you going to go? You might not have anyone out there, but if you know me, bro, I will hook you up. I'll be like, listen, bro, boom, boom, boom. This is how it works. Come over, bro. That's it.
Simple,
you know what I mean?
That's it. That's simple.
So it's good to have people everywhere. Like, I spoke to someone, I believe his name is Mo. Shout out to Mo if you're watching this. I spoke to some real estate broker in Toronto the other day. He was explaining to me how everything worked. But before we even got into business, we were just talking as friends, like, yo, bro, how's everything going?
Just get to know the person.
How's going for you? Like, yeah, bro, like, what's up, man? Like, oh yeah, you know, like, I've been following you on Insta for a long time. Like, I love your journey, man. Just ease into the convo, man. Don't force it too much.
Yeah,
low-key, I think this has become more like a course or a lesson for people in this video, this podcast.
That's what the whole point of CEOCAST is, though. So done his job.
Introduction to networking, part 1.
That's the title. That's the title right there. I'm putting that there. Yeah. But Ali, It's been nice seeing you again over Zoom. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it in person, but it's been nice knowing you. Nice seeing you.
Listen, what's that saying? First time, bro, I can't even remember the quote off the top of my head, but first time something, second time something, third time lucky. Bro, our third podcast is going to be on the plane. Private jet. Yeah. Okay, all private jet, yeah. Hopefully. That's the one. Oh, no. Third one, on the plane in the sky. Yeah, you flying and that. Fourth one to chill out on the private jet. Flight to Miami. How about that? Let's do it. That's it. You heard it here first. Make sure you stick around and watch that one. That's it. Literally, that's it. Oh, hey, listen. One thing I would say to you guys as well, yeah, if you guys are like real hustlers and real entrepreneurs and you really want to be hungry in business, right? Like for example, you just said like Miami, like New York to Miami on the jet, right? For example, podcast chilling. I said, let's do it. And the way I said it, I had so much confidence in the way I said it. Like, it's already been done before it's been done, if that makes sense. Like, in the back of my mind, I know it's going to happen. And I'm going to work towards it, right? So you need one thing about, like, you know, for you guys who want to become entrepreneurs and you want to network with people and build up your business and things like that, you got to have that mentality. You need to just set in the back of your mind. Once you set your mind to something, in your mind, just say it's done. Even if it's not done, just say it's done. And trust me, you will see it happen eventually. So, yeah, bro. Private jet's already booked. Trust me, before it's been booked.
Sick. All right, I hope you guys liked that one. If you liked it, make sure you drop a like, comment in your thoughts below, and yeah, just catch us on the next one.
Yeah, literally, man. But what were you telling me though? After this, so after quarantine, what Dubai Lambo settings? Yeah,
bro, let's go. I'm on it. Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Like I said, I'm going as soon as this quarantine's over. I'm out there again.